The automotive industry is constantly evolving, and 2024 promises to be a year of exciting new vehicles. Here are the top new vehicles to look out for in 2024. Porsche Cayenne. Porsche is making a major effort to up its game with a complete overhaul of the new Cayenne for 2024. Everything from design to performance and even tires and suspension are getting something new in the 2024 Porsche Cayenne. At the base level, the 2024 Cayenne will get a 3-liter turbo V6 engine that produces around 349 horsepower. If you want more power, then you will have to fly up the pyramid to the Turbo GT trim and its twin-turbo V8 engine that gets you 651 horsepower. It's worth noting that this is a whopping 20 more horsepower than its predecessor. For people who still want a touch of electricity, Porsche is still retaining the plug-in e-hybrid trim. In the new Cayenne, the e-hybrid will be set up to produce around 464 horsepower and carry a larger 25.9 kWh battery to sweeten the deal. Toyota Grand Highlander. As the 2024 Grand Highlander arrives, get ready for a significant makeover. It's designed to expand your vision of the Highlander lineup. It will be a bigger SUV with greater room for passengers and cargo, which the standard Toyota Highlander sorely lacks. The new 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander is larger than the regular Highlander. This new model is 6.5 inches longer, 2.3 inches wider, 2 inches taller, and has 4 extra inches of wheelbase. This brings the total to nearly 116 inches. This puts the Grand Highlander in a position between the full-size Sequoia and the regular Highlander in the Toyota SUV lineup. The base powertrain is shared with the regular Highlander and is a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine attached to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This model delivers 265 horsepower and can be had with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The top powertrain is a new Hybrid Max with a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine with an electric motor to offer 362 horsepower. The top powertrain should allow this new SUV to reach 60 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds and tow up to 5,000 pounds. Canoo. The Canoo pickup takes the utility of all pickup trucks to a whole new level with its design, so the attention it has amassed over the last few years doesn't come as a surprise at all. Thanks to its being an EV, the company has taken full advantage of the pickup size to offer the best space for passengers, cargo, and a ton of bells and whistles. As we draw closer to its projected 2024 release date, there is bound to be more hype in the direction of this truck, and we cannot wait to see how it performs in reality. The range on the Canoo pickup truck is set at around 400 miles, and it's also expected to put out a whopping 600 horsepower. Interestingly, the US Army was also attracted by the setup of the Canoo pickup truck and has already ordered a fleet of modified versions. Moreover, companies like Walmart are interested in a cargo delivery version of the same pickup truck. More orders means the project is still alive, and we should see the final production start very, very soon. Hyundai Kona. Hyundai is now prepared to introduce the new crossover generation, which will hit American shores for the 2024 model year. There will be 4 different variants. Unsurprisingly, we are getting an EV version now. Then there is the purely combustion-powered, a hybrid, and the N-Line. Hyundai's designers first created the new Kona EV before incorporating the design into the other models. They all have a recognizable light bar along the edge of the hood up front. Below the strip, on the corners, are the headlights. The 2024 Hyundai Kona retains both of its 4-cylinder engine from the previous generation. A 147 horsepower 2.0-liter engine will be the base model, with a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine offered as an option. The hybrid drivetrain revealed for the Kona in other regions might also be available. Hyundai Elantra. Being one of the most popular sedans on the market for decades, the 2024 Elantra is still here to compete. While the 2024 model mostly still looks like a previous year model, the exterior design that Hyundai unveiled is a modified version that looks a lot sharper and better. Hyundai seemed to have spent a lot of time in the design room to secure the wows of audiences and enthusiasts all over the world with just minimum changes. Thankfully, it paid off. The sharp bends and angles on this car add an amazing feeling that is sure to get heads turning. The engine, however, is not getting much of an upgrade. The powertrain is expected to still be relatively the same as the 2023 model. The 2-liter four-cylinder engine, the hybrid, and the turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine are expected to make a return. What more can you ask for when you are getting 33 mpg in the city and 42 mpg on the highway? Buick Electra E5. Finally, Buick is also getting into the electric car race with the new Electra E5. Interestingly, the SUV will run on an Ultium battery platform that is designed by General Motors. It may also be similar in specs to the Cadillac Lyriq, but a more budget version. The Electra SUV is expected to have between 350 and 400 horsepower, depending on trims and feature level. The design of the new Buick EV is quite balanced. On the outside, you are getting a good mix of traditional design and the futuristic style of an electric car. The interior, on the other hand, looks absolutely amazing and unique for the Buick brand. The style, color theme, space, multicolored ambient lighting, and a curved 30-inch infotainment display. This is bound to be a pretty cool SUV for both China and US markets. Honda Prologue. While Honda may not have the most popular brand when it comes to electric cars, it does look like they are on the brink of a breakthrough with the 2024 Prologue SUV. The company has revealed what this SUV is like and not so much info on what it can do on the drive. The only thing we can say for sure is that its platform will be mainly collaborated with General Motors, so expectations are high for this one. Design-wise, the 2024 Honda Prologue already snatches a good grade. You are getting a pretty cool compact SUV that can offer more space than the smaller models without the bulk of a big-size SUV. A pretty interesting choice by the Japanese automaker. If you like a minimalist design, the Prologue makes a perfect choice. The concept models so far show off a great blend of functionality, aesthetics, and simplicity. We cannot wait to see what comes next with its about $45,000 price tag. Kia EV9. Early 2024 is when the 2024 Kia EV9 is anticipated to appear. The 2024 Kia EV9 will be built on the EV6's popularity while being a big brother SUV with 3 rows. Interestingly enough, there will be 5 different trim options for the EV9 with a starting price of around $55,000. When built with max options, it should have roughly 400 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. If you want the top potent version of this EV, those are not bad numbers for a 3-row family SUV. For Kia, it's crucial to have a family EV in the fleet as the auto industry embraces electrification more and more. That will be the 2024 Kia EV9. Depending on how the interior is set up, it will most likely have seats for 6 or 7 people as a 3-row SUV. Mercedes-AMG EQE SUV. Mercedes unveiled a fully electric SUV that was the more potent AMG model giving the 5-seater up to 671 horsepower and 500 kilowatts. The two variants each have their own front fascias, while the standard EQE SUV has a closed-off grille with a star motif. AMG's face has vertical accents with a Panamericana grille-inspired appearance. The interiors of the two vehicles are similar and both come with the brand's optional hyperscreen display. Mercedes will also provide 4 trim levels for the Mercedes-AMG EQE SUV, from the base 350 Plus to the AMG. The rear-wheel drive 350 Plus will have a single motor producing 288 horsepower, 214 kilowatts, and 417 pound-feet of torque, or 565 Newton-meters. Mercedes will sell the 536 horsepower, 392 kilowatt EQE 500 SUV and the dual-motor EQE 350 4MATIC. Customization will allow new Mercedes EQE owners to determine price as well as how long their vehicle can go when fully charged. VinFast VF7. The VF7 is VinFast's response to the Toyota bZ4X, which suggests that it may end up being a possible best fan favorite of VinFast's electric SUVs. The VF7 should appeal to a wide range of electric SUV buyers because it is compact enough for confined urban environments but substantially large enough to compete on the open road. VinFast will be offered in Eco and Plus versions, just like the smaller VF6. 349 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque are anticipated to be produced by the more potent dual-motor all-wheel drive Plus variant. Regarding the front drive, single-motor VF7 Eco expect the same 201 horsepower and 228 pound-feet of torque, but hopefully something more optimized to offer a little more punch. Details about battery pack capacity and EV system charging are not yet available. The VF7 will be marketed as an upscale electric crossover with options including premium vegan leather upholstery trim and a panoramic sunroof. A front LED light bar with animated effects and rear trademark LED lights are among its exterior features. Each VF7 will also be equipped with various active driver assistance systems. Mazda CX-90. This 2024 Mazda SUV is built on a new platform with all-wheel drive as standard equipment and electrifies optional powertrains. It is bigger inside and out. The 2024 CX-90 is described as a breakthrough vehicle in its sector by Mazda. The brand-new SUV promises a rewarding driving experience. It delivers high style and materials like the company's other cars and SUVs. Mazda has been attempting to rebrand itself as a luxury brand for many years. The new 2024 CX-90, however, ought to offer a solid base on which the manufacturer can build a transition into an entry luxury area, more so than prior attempts. It should arrive in 11 trims and allow 7-seat configuration. Mazda claims up to 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque on a steady diet of premium fuel. The new Mazda CX-90 will have an 8-speed automatic gearbox, making it very fun to drive, while you can fit your whole family in it. Ford Mustang. The renegade muscle car is back. The all-new 2024 Mustang is back, and it's everything you want it to be. No hybrid powertrains, shrunken engines, turbos in place of cubes, just the same unadulterated, naturally aspirated V8 awesomeness that has been winning over automobile fans since the first Mustang made its appearance back in 1964. The 2024 Mustang has improved a ton of features while still adhering to its venerable blueprint. Numerous variants and trim levels are revealed for the 2024 Ford Mustang. To distinguish the numerous alternatives and assist the performance of the appropriate model, each model provides unique design cues. Ford's new Dark Horse trim, which tops the Mustang range, has the aforementioned 500 horsepower V8 engine and other visual accents placed all around the car to let people know you have the top-of-the-line model. Dodge Charger. When the next generation Charger goes on sale for the 2024 model year, it will be an entirely new car for the Dodge lineup. A 4-door model will also be added to the roster, but we will learn more about either vehicle closer to their debuts. There will most likely be more trim levels for the 2024 Charger, but we only now know of 3. The number of engines that will power the various streams of the new Charger is still to be disclosed by Dodge, but the base 340 model is expected to produce 455 horsepower, while the mid-range 440 models is expected to produce 590 horsepower. An all-wheel drive 800-volt architecture will be used by a high-performance stream known as SRT Banshee, although the model's horsepower capacity has yet to be disclosed. We also know that the initial prototype employs a multi-speed transmission rather than the traditional EV direct drive system. Strong acceleration also gives the driver the impression of a gear shift. Afeela EV. This joint effort between Honda and Sony looks like it's up for a massive debut with the 2026 Afeela electric car. Afeela's powertrain details will be available later, but we already know how much tech will be going into this unique EV. Do not be fooled by the simple minimalist design on the outside. This EV will come with about 45 cameras and sensors in different parts of the vehicle that I believe are supposed to aid several features, including self-driving. Yep, autonomous self-driving. Hopefully, we do not have to pay extra money to access the features. I'm also expecting a powerful computer that will run the infotainment system that has been designed in partnership with Epic Games, and driver assistance. Big tech giant Sony working with the traditional auto manufacturer Honda is a match made in heaven, but let's see how it will turn out. GMC Sierra EV. Here is an all-new electric GMC truck that boasts pretty cool numbers in every category. The Sierra EV will be released in a single, most premium Denali Edition 1 trim. It will be powered by a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that produces 754 horsepower. GMC confirmed that its Sierra EV will last for a total of 400 miles drive from a full charge, and its maximum towing capacity is set at 9,500 pounds. Combine these with the stunning exterior and luxury premium interior on the inside, and you will be paying around $100,000 for the 2024 GMC Sierra EV. Is it worth it? You can decide on it when it comes out very soon. Fisker Pear. How would you feel if you could buy a really decent electric car from Fisker for around $30,000? Since its announcement last year, Fisker has continued to drop snippets regarding the Fisker Pear. Over 5,000 reservations that have already been made for this budget crossover, which will start at around $30,000, is a proof that the teasers are working. With around 250 miles of estimated range, most future Pear owners will probably never need more than that. The anticipation and excitement are as intense as they could ever be. When Fisker Ocean became the highly anticipated Tesla Model Y alternative, we knew that the company could definitely make a smaller size EV for much cheaper than Ocean. At the moment, we do know that the design of Fisker Pear is pushing boundaries with its architecture, solar panel roof, and a Houdini trunk. The only hope right now is that Fisker won't raise prices due to supply chain cost spikes and so on. If Fisker is able to do it, then millions of new orders are destined to go there. Acura ZDX. This is clearly Acura's first major attempt to join the EV movement. However, expectations are already high for the 2024 Acura ZDX. There has been some chatter about the 2024 ZDX sharing the same platform with the Cadillac Lyriq. While that might come as a shock, it should not distract you from the bigger picture. The Cadillac Lyriq is a pretty amazing ride, and if that is anything to go by, then we may be getting the 2024 ZDX was around 500 horsepower at its most powerful stage. Acura has not yet stated what the battery capacity will be. Nonetheless, the 2024 Acura ZDX may be getting the same 102 kWh battery from the Lyriq. So, we're also looking forward to a range in the 300 mile per charge region. The 2024 ZDX is expected to retail at about $60,000 to $70,000 for its base model, and we are looking forward to how that turns out in production. Cadillac Celestiq. For many years, Cadillac has struggled to compete with European luxury brands. Still, it has persevered, as seen by the release of its new electric flagship, the new 2024 Celestiq luxury sedan. Although this stunning vehicle resembles the new Lyriq EV SUV in terms of family resemblance, it stands out thanks to its slender lines, sweeping roof, and bustling rear end. The designers at Cadillac claim to have combined historical design cues with cutting-edge technologies that forecast the future course of the American luxury brand. The interior decor is equally dramatic as the exterior, and the cabin dazzles with vividly colored leather, a 55-inch digital dashboard, and bucket seats designed in the Eames style. Ferrari Purosangue. We never imagined that the day would come when a Ferrari SUV would exist. Still, after high-performance sports cars and a stream of highly profitable releases, the Italian company has finally given in to relentless market pressure and created the 2024 Ferrari Purosangue. Just imagine this SUV having a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine. The pinnacle of Ferrari is a screaming 715 horsepower and the company's iconic red-painted valve colors. Ferrari claims that the Purosangue powerful 528 pound-feet of torque will enable it to hit 62 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds and reach a top speed of 193 miles per hour. Because it boasts a promising sounding standard adaptive suspension, we're keen to see how it handles. The technology exerts stress on the dampers to prevent body roll during turning movements. Surprisingly, the SUV has a small electric motor at each corner. The Purosangue can also hunker down during difficult driving by stepping down its ride height by 0.4 inches because it doesn't need conventional anti-roll bars. One thing is for sure, that it will be more expensive than that Lamborghini Urus you see everywhere now. Hyundai Ioniq 7. The 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 7, an all-electric SUV resembling the three-row Hyundai Palisade, is the new electric car Hyundai plans to use as a trigger for deep market penetration. This vehicle will have a seating capacity of 7 or 8. The Hyundai Ioniq 7 model is one of the 3 new electric vehicles the company has already committed to releasing in the following years. There is no official word on the vehicle's release, although 3 trim levels might be anticipated. Because the company is concentrating on producing a vehicle that has a driving range of 300 miles minimum, it's expected that this vehicle will feature a huge usable capacity battery, and a 350 kilowatt fast charger will be included. Pretty decent performance, but for a much cheaper price. Jeep Recon EV. This Jeep is unique in the new lineup. The impending 2024 Jeep Recon EV is coming to Crawl Rocks to say it exactly. Electric vehicles have impacted almost every market, zapping into classes of vehicles like full-size pickup trucks, station wagons, luxury SUVs, and now this. The 4-wheel drive Recon EV is a fully electric mid-size SUV with a power-folding rooftop and easily detachable doors, inspired by the Wrangler 4xe plug-in hybrid. Initial renderings show a spare tire mounted on the tailgate, the LED 7-slot front grille, the beefy BF Goodrich rubber, and the seats for up to 5 people on top of rubberized flooring. As one of two new electric models to the Jeep portfolio, the Recon EV will join the impending Wagoneer EV. We anticipate the Jeep Recon EV to be about the same size as the current Jeep Wrangler or two-row Grand Cherokee because it belongs to the mid-size SUV class. According to Jeep, the Recon EV production will be scheduled to begin sometime in 2024. Ram 1500R EV. After getting rumored and teased for almost a year, we finally know what Ram's incoming EV truck will look like on the US roads. While the newly revealed production version of the Ram 1500R EV is not as imposing as its initial concept revealed, it still comes with the futuristic aesthetic that seems to be customary with EVs. For Ram drivers who wouldn't want to go too far from what they are already used to, the good news is that it looks like a good old Ram truck, just electric. The promised 500 miles range will make the Ram EV truck the longest range pickup truck with a battery. One downside here is that a toned-down design also means that a lot of the features that came with the outlandish concept design may also be getting ripped. Ram is skipping most of the important information regarding the 1500R EV as exclusive as possible, and it may remain that way for a couple more weeks or even months. All I can confirm right now is that the design still gets a trunk in the front similar to its rival electric pickup trucks. Land Rover Range Rover EV. With Land Rover's brand new chassis that can accommodate gas, plug-in hybrid or electric propulsion, the company's flagship EV model now makes an evolutionary leap into the completely electrified era. Luxury SUV that is also electric is expected to bring out the best out of the Range Rover's unique and recognizable design reputation. Battery range, power and pricing are among the crucial characteristics that are important, but we anticipate the Range Rover EV to maintain the plushness and strong off-road prowess that have come to represent the brand since it was introduced in the United States in 1987. An all-new chassis and new full electric powertrain will be used in the 2024 Range Rover EV. The electric vehicle will be built on the long wheelbase variant, which should allow for 3 rows of seating, just like the current gas-powered Range. A new multi-link suspension design frees up more space for the EV's battery and rear-wheel steering system by reducing the amount of room required for wheel articulation. Lincoln Star. As usual, Lincoln is presenting one of the best-looking SUV designs you will ever see, but this time it is fully electric. The jaw-dropping new electric SUV called Lincoln Star is designed as futuristic self-driving SUV with fully electric dashboard and infotainment screens. Apart from the fact that it looks like an SUV that was imported from outer space on the outside, the interior concept is about as amazing as it can get, from the full-width display that covers the dashboard to the well-carved front seat and bucket seats at the back. There may also be an expensive beverage chiller, crystal touches, and trim pieces in rose gold. While there is a high chance that a lot of these may be excluded from the production unit, it would be great to see what will be left in it. The Lincoln Star is expected to arrive in 2024 as a 2025 model, and we already know that it will be available in the options of either a rear-wheel or all-wheel drive, with an estimated price tag of $70,000. Chevrolet Silverado EV. A worthy addition to Chevrolet's new electrified lineup is Silverado EV. A mid-gate design option allows users to fold the partition between the bed and the cab for added storage space. A big battery pack is believed to have a range of up to 400 miles on a single charge, and the battery with a range of 100 miles may be charged in just 10 minutes using DC fast charging technology. The 2024 Chevrolet Silverado EV can tow up to 10,000 pounds and handle loads weighing up to 1,300 pounds thanks to dual electric motors that produce up to 664 horsepower and provide standard all-wheel drive. The Silverado EV will only have 2 electric motors compared to the GMC Hummer EV's 3 electric motors. The configuration should still deliver strong acceleration performance, as Chevrolet claims the top-spec RST has at least 664 horsepower, while the base WT model manages with 510. Both all-wheel drive and 4-wheel steering are standard. Customers who choose the RST model will discover that their vehicle has an adjustable air suspension. Nevertheless, a pair of enormous, stylish 24-inch wheels are optional. Looking differentials, substantial all-terrain tires, and other adventure-ready components will be added to the Silverado EV's suspension in the Trail Boss Edition. The maximum towing capacity of the Silverado EV at the launch will be 10,000 pounds for the RST variant and 8,000 pounds for the WT. According to Chevrolet, a variant with a 20,000 pound towing capacity may soon be added to the list later on.